Oh, yes. Where do we begin, folks? So it's after Christmas now. We're already into the new year. And as we can see here, Home Depot has already started to clearance out some tools. And I'm starting right off here in one of my favorite brands, DeWalt. You got this 4-piece screwdriver set here. And you can see that it was $31.97. And just last week on the 3rd, they lowered the price down to $12. Holy cow. To get these, and I like these too because they're marked on the ends here, on the butt end, so you can tell what you're getting. I can't stand screwdrivers that are not marked. And then here's another deal. The sign here is actually not quite accurate on this. So this is that DeWalt organizer, the Pro organizer. This is the flatter one. What I like about this is it's not as big and thick as the others, so this is great. It'll still store a bunch of screws and fasteners and stuff because it's still about at least 1.5 inches deep. But look at this. The original price here, that it was $31.97 and it says $16.88, it's actually lower than that because I just scanned this in on the barcode here a few minutes ago, and it's actually $12.88 on their website. So there's the part right there, and I'll put a link to this down in the video description, and I'll also, if I can get this onto the View Products button on the lower left of your screen there, if I can get this on there, sometimes they'll show up, but maybe the clearance prices don't always show up. But I'll put whatever I can onto the View Products button for you as well. But at least I'll put the link to it in the video description, and you'll be able to find it on some of these deals. And by the way, just a reminder, these organizers will not clip onto the top of your DeWalt Tough System boxes. These are just regular independent boxes, but you can sit it on top, but it won't plug on top like this one will. And these, I scanned these in, and these are down to $24.97 from $29.97, at least from what I scanned. And your mileage may vary, as they say, and in your zone, it may or may not be the same price, and some of you may even have it lower. All right, so just keep that in mind. And then behind the prison cage here, I see they've lowered the price here on the Makita battery pack. So this is that 2-pack of the 6 amp hour batteries, and it is down to $149 from $199. Now in our store, they marked it down here on December 18th. And then likewise, Milwaukee is saying, hold on there. Hey, we're getting in on the action too. And here you got your red lithium CP 3.0 batteries here. These are the M18s. These are also marked down to $149 from $99. And it really is a shame, folks, a sign of the times that you feel like you're in a prison block when you walk into Home Depot and Lowe's these days. There's so much rampant shoplifting going on. In fact, they had an arrest in Miami a few weeks ago where they raided a guy's house for drugs on a drug warrant, and they found bedrooms filled with so many tools stolen from Home Depot, they had to rent a U-Haul truck. And then just last week, they caught a couple of guys, I think up in New Jersey, who had stolen over $200,000 from Lowe's and from Home Depot. And you know how people are always asking me for deals on these kneelers, and I didn't think that they would lower the price on the Milwaukee, but here you go. Here's that M18 kit, and right here, you can see this is the 15-gauge angled nailer down to $262 from $349. And then also from Milwaukee, they have here that 3-pack. So this one right here is marked down to $249 from $299. Then across the board, they've lowered some prices already on some of the other Milwaukee hand tools that they're trying to get rid of. So the hammer is down to $17 from $19.97. And let me warn you about these guys, all right? Because even though the price is down to $17 from $19.97, $17 is still way too much, because I showed you guys a couple of years ago, after Christmas was over, I was buying these for $11 at some of the stores, like up in Boca Raton. But here, I still think this has room to drop. But, you know, they are disappearing, though, even at this price, it looks like. But I would say if you can check your store and see if they're even lower. Now, we already sold out of the 27-in-1 ratcheting multi-bit screwdriver at our store. So these were originally $29.97, and they're down to $17. They just lowered the price on this last week here at this particular Home Depot. And those of you holding out on a great score on these high-speed spade bit sets, this is a brilliant one, because you got 14 pieces in this kit right here, and it went from $19.88 down to $15. You remember back when these were the Daredevils? And I remember scoring my kit for like $13 or something like that. But hey, this is still a pretty great price right here. $5 off. Another great score here is your 50 pack here of the assorted different sandpaper grits. Look at that, 80, 120, 180, 220, 400, everything you could possibly need. Plus you get, I think, some of the sand nets in there as well too. And look at this, down to 15 bucks from 1988. And wow, holy cow, what a score if you're a fan of Ridgid tools, because here we got this 1/2-inch VSR drill. And look at this thing, it's pretty much 50% off right now. Now this is a corded tool. And also I have this particular Ryobi ratchet at home. I have this one and I have the Milwaukee, and I tested them on a video a few years ago, which I have on our channel. And this works just as good and has just the same amount of torque, but this has the rotating head too, which is nice. But look at this, they dropped this kit price down to $79 from $99. And this kit, this actually, it's not a tool only. It comes with a battery and a charger and a bag too as well. So that's a great score, because normally we've seen just the tool alone on display here for $89. And also from Ridgid, here's the two batteries, the 2 amp hour and the 4 amp hour, the max output starter kit. So this comes with the charger as well. And this is down to $90 from $179. That's about half off there, right there. Cha-ching! Also, we're seeing some unbelievable random lock deals and mailboxes and stuff like that. You're seeing clearance deals, you know, that are way low, marked in price. So some of these doorknobs here, look at this, $3. $3 for this one, the DeWalt. Now, these ones that don't say what the price was, I'm very skeptical that you're saving anything, so always check on those. Then here we have the Craig pocket hole jig, 320. And anybody who's into woodworking should probably have one of these on their bench. But look at this, man, down to 25 bucks, half off. In fact, coming down the OPE aisle here, I call this Alcatraz D block, because that's exactly what it looks like. I feel like I'm on death row here. What happens on the mile stays on the mile. But anyway, I don't see any deals or clearance or anything going on right now on the OPA. We've also sold out of the 2-pack spring assist utility knife set already. That's down to $14. And then I am digging this one here. Here's the Husky 3-piece ratchet set. And this one has a 2.5 degree arc swing, which means you get 144 positions, 144 clicks there, which is nice. Most of the standard ratchets only give you 72 clicks. So this has 1/4 inch, 3/8, and 1/2 inch drive on these. And so the Home Depot clearance price on this Husky ratchet set here is $25, down from $49.88. So this is essentially 50% off. And this is interesting. This particular Home Depot store did a great job of showcasing this buy one get one free deal from DeWalt. Now, most people didn't even know that it existed, and some of the stores don't even do a good job of showing you this. But I had showed you this online during the Black Friday season about all of these flex volt tools from DeWalt, that if you buy any one of those up there, you'll get a free 9-volt battery. And I'll put links to some of those down in the video description below for you, as well as in the View Products button on the lower left. But what I was showing you is that if you buy any one of these flex volt 60-volt tools from DeWalt, including the table saw and the miter saw there, they were throwing in a free 9 amp hour battery. Yeah, so I'm very impressed to see that. This is the Coral Springs, Florida store. Very impressed to see that they had this whole setup like this. Didn't really do a big job of alerting people to this sale during Black Friday. And I think Home Depot could have sold a lot more had people known about it. In fact, the way most of you knew about it was because I had the links on some of my... And just a reminder, everybody, that don't forget, all of these buy one, get one deals going away on January 28th. So you don't have too much longer on these. You better get in here if you are holding out for them. And as I was scanning the board here looking for some of these clearance deals that they've got going here at Home Depot, I also noticed this bottom one here, the top off power supply. I have this one at home. I love this thing. You put an M18 battery on there and you got this power supply that has a 120 outlet on there, so it's an inverter. You can plug in any 3-prong appliance there. But anyway, they marked it down to $149 from $199. And they just did this on the 4th of January, just a few days ago. By the way, if you haven't seen my latest video that I uploaded yesterday on how to install kitchen cabinets perfectly, like the pros, check it out. So don't forget that magic date, folks, and then it turns back into a pumpkin after January 28th. So thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see all of you on the next video.